Hello and welcome to the Master's Table.
Here we are.
Here we are again. Thank you for joining us today.
We're glad you're with us today.
A super good dish that I think you're going to enjoy.
I know you will.
Lasagna. What is it? Lazy lasagna?
This is a lazy lasagna. Look, you ain't got the skillet hot. I'll tell you what.
We're about to get ready.
Look, we're finna go ahead and throw this. Just right before we go to break, let's go ahead and put a...
Yep.
It's called half a pound of ground beef. And we're going to add some sausage too, but we're going to go ahead and get this going before we go to break. This right here, the kids are going to love this one. I want you to come home, get your ingredients out, go ahead and make this one. If you like lasagna, you're going to love this. This is the lasagna flavor with just about that much work.
Yeah.
So we're going to see how this turns out in just a minute. Cause you can start this and we're going to cook this one all the way through. We ain't got to wait on nothing. We ain't got to have something ready before. I'm telling you, this is right here.
It takes a lot to make a lasagna.
This right here going to come together quick. So
10 layers of this and that.
Yeah, 10 layers.
Yeah.
Your lasagna's that thick.
Well, I mean, I'm just saying.
I can promise you I'd eat it. But we got this beef going. Y'all don't go nowhere. If you like lasagna, you're going to want a copy of this one right here. So just stay with us and we'll be right back on the Master's Table, Miss Cleveland.
All right, welcome back. Welcome back. We're doing a lazy man lasagna.
Yeah, this is a one pot.
My kind of dish.
Yeah, skillet lasagna. So I got the oven preheating. We're gonna let this this will be done when we put it in there. We're gonna try to melt the cheese. That's totally optional, melting the cheese at the end. That's just if you want to or not. That's entirely up to you. Now, Miss Cleveland, what I want you to do is you got that ground beef going. Let's go ahead and I tell you what, let's go ahead and put some of this sausage in there. But I don't know if I'm gonna need all of it. I don't know if I'm gonna need all of it. Cause what I done, I went ahead and took some of these. This is some of the links, sausage. I went ahead and took the casing off of it.
Yeah.
So we could break it up and use. I like this. I tend to like this a little bit better. So I'm gonna get us some of this out and let you just keep cooking that and breaking it up. We're gonna put about probably 2 or 3, maybe 3. I don't know. Let's just see. I'm gonna see what it looks like. Cause I want our skillet to be able to hold all of what we're getting ready to do right here. I think it will. Let me give you another little piece. We ain't got to put all of this, but we'll put another piece. We'll put another piece in there. And like I said, I went ahead beforehand and went ahead and got this ready. So I didn't want to bore everybody doing this sausage. But this right here makes it. This right here really makes it. So we'll save that right there. I'll set this over here. We'll save that and use it in something else. Let me go ahead and put that out of the way. Wasn't sure if we was gonna need another bowl. Let me set these over here out of the way and just keep talking about these ingredients. So this takes longer than anything, this process of just getting the meat ready. So if you turn that up, and is that right there continue? I think we'll go ahead and drop some of these onions. Now, y'all know we always cook with an onion. And a lot of times we cook with what they call the Cajun Trinity. We're gonna have the onions, we're gonna have the bell pepper, and we're gonna have the celery, and all that stuff is good, but I don't want, if I had a bell pepper, I'd cut it up and put it. I like bell pepper in lasagna or spaghetti or whatever. I'm knocking seasoning all over everything over here, Miss Cleveland. But this was a lot. Y'all know we always using onions. We put an onion in everything. I don't know. It's just one of them things we're gonna use. But this was a big onion. So I'm gonna start with that right there and kind of let you mix that through and see if you need a spoon. You want a spoon or you want like this?
No.
You want a spoon like this kind of spoon?
Yeah, something.
Okay. Yeah, that way you can kind of mix it in. We'll see. Like I always say, these onions and things like this are optional. You can add as much or as little as you want to. I like the flavor of onions. I just like them. And I've even desired, I used to even eat a raw onion, but now I even like the taste of raw onions. So everybody used to tell me, say, well, you can't eat a hot dog without an onion. I said, I can. I do want some chili on it, but anyway, I like the taste of onions, but I think let's just put that much more. We'll save that right there. Well, I'll put this back here with the sausage and we'll make something else out of that. We'll just get that out of the way. Now, I do have some, I've still got this, let's get some of this basil right here too. We'll get some of this tube basil. I like using it, ever since I started using it, I like to use that in a lot of these dishes. Like I say, browning that meat is getting that done is you get that done, you done half the battle. You done got it. So we're gonna go ahead and add. I put half of it on the counter. I might have to get you a little bit more, Miss Cleveland. I was grinding when we come on. Just some Italian seasoning. Get you just a little bit more. I don't know why thought I had to dump half of it out. I'm gonna cut up some of this garlic. I'm gonna chop you up just a little bit of garlic so we can have a little garlic in there. I didn't even bring out my press this time. I'm just gonna chunk us up some chunk garlic in here.
So this needs to be, you know, sometimes when you brown your ground beef, if you're gonna put it in the oven, you don't have to like get it all the way done. But this needs to be.
Yeah, this is gonna be done. Yeah, we want to get cooked the pink out of that.
No red.
Yeah, we don't want any red in that. You know, unless you like it a little bit on the lean side. But I want that sausage. I can eat my beef a little bit rare, but I want my pork done. So.
Yeah.
But anyway, just a rough chop on this. I mean, if you want to use your garlic press, that's fine. I probably would have used mine if I'd have had it out here. All right, create me a little hole right in the middle, so I can drop that right in there. Let you stir that around. Cook that just a little bit before you mix it in everything else. Just cook it right there just a second before you mix it in. Before you mix it in. Before, not after.
It's all going to the same place.
It's all right. Can't mess this one up. This is just a little bit of fresh oregano. We're gonna cut up and put just a little bit of fresh oregano in there. You could use some of this at the end for a pop. And that's real. According to you know, the seasonings you put, like these dry ingredients, you know, you would kind of gauge it according to how much of the fresh stuff you put in there. But this fresh is just always, it just has it has a really good aroma coming off of it. So we're gonna go ahead and dump that. Just keep on mixing that, Miss Cleveland.
Ooh.
Like that, I told you that has an aroma to it. No, that's like that Creole. That Creole get you, see that right there got your attention, didn't it? See that? Keep on messing with me.
I don't know what it smelled like.
This is just a little bit. We put that fresh oregano, so we're gonna put a little bit of dry Italian seasoning. I think that's pretty good right there. That's enough of that. Oh, I still got a couple pieces of garlic, but we'll be okay right here. Put my ingredients list out here and make sure I didn't miss nothing. And we could use some of this right here to garnish at the top, at the end, you know, if you want to make it pretty. But look, we ain't trying to make it pretty. We're trying to make it to eat, Miss Cleveland. You know what I mean?
Yeah, pretty ain't gonna last long.
So we're gonna put a couple of tablespoons of tomato paste.
Tomato. Depending on where you're from.
That's probably a little more than a couple of tablespoons, but we'll go with that right there. Let you run on with that, Miss Cleveland. Just keep on mixing. Just to keep on mixing. Like I said, the kids are gonna like this one. This is gonna be a good kid-friendly. You may can turn that down just a hair. Just kind of keep mixing that tomato paste. And we're getting ready to add some, you know what? I'm gonna go ahead and get me a couple of these.
So everything's gonna be in this skillet.
Yep, ain't nothing else gonna be in nothing but that skillet. The only other thing gonna be is in my plate and in my belly.
Yeah.
We're gonna get a couple of these sun-dried tomatoes. I really like these, just like the flavor. I'll just cut these up just a little bit so we have some chunks of these tomatoes in there. This is totally optional. This is not something you have to, if you don't like the sun-dried tomatoes, you definitely do not have to put these in there. But I like them. So I'm gonna put them in there.
I bet it'll give it a good taste.
Yeah, it's just, like I say, it's just tomatoes. They just been sun-dried, and they just pack them in that olive oil and make some good stuff right there. Okay. So we'll let that cook just for another second, and then we're gonna go ahead and add. Let me talk about this for a minute. If you don't have time to make your own pasta sauce, sometimes we make it ahead of time and we have it, and sometimes we don't. So if you don't have time to make your pasta sauce, buy the jar kind, whatever you like in the grocery store, big box store, get whatever you like. This will probably be more than what we need. I wasn't sure exactly how much this skillet was gonna hold. I know what the recipes always say, but you know, the recipe is just a guide. It's just something to go by. You might want a little bit more sauce or a little bit less sauce than yours. But we're gonna see where this gets us right here. So Miss Cleveland, let's go ahead and start. I'm gonna add a little bit of this and I'm gonna let you stir it just a little bit and we'll see if we need any more. Let's start with that right there. We'll start with that. I'm about to make a mess. Pretty good pasta sauce though. And we got to balance it out a little bit though. We'll add just a little bit of sugar. Just mix that in real well and see where we're at. And if we need a little more, we can add some more. You may want to bring your heat down just a little bit.
Good idea.
Just a little bit. I'm gonna go ahead and while you stir, I'm gonna add this just kind of takes care of a little bit of that acidity of those tomatoes. Got to put a whole lot, just a little bit. You're gonna need just a little bit more of this right here though. About like that. Now, that looks like we're in a pretty good spot right there. Now what I done, now moving on to this, you can take, if you got time, but we ain't got a lot of time. But this is one of these meals, we done come home from work and we're trying to get done and we trying to, the kids is hollering, TV's loud, I'm ready to go take a shower, get in my chair. So this is one of these dishes, if you would go ahead, if you have a chance before, go ahead and boil your lasagna, your pasta noodles, or whatever you want to call them. Go ahead and cook those ahead of time. And that's exactly what I done. I cooked these ahead of time and had these in the refrigerator. And I took them out and let them come up to room temperature so that they wasn't, you know, cold, just, you know, put them in there cold. So what I'm gonna do is we're gonna take some of these out. And the recipe says a box. I don't know that you could actually use a whole box. I guess you could use a box. And I coated these with just a little bit of olive oil just so that they wouldn't be real sticky. And what we want to do is just cut these down like this, Tina. We're gonna cut these just in smaller pieces. Now, like I say, if you had time to cook this and you had a little bit bigger pot and you wanted to have a little more liquid, you could.
Wait. Wait, I gotta.
No, just keep on. No, you're gonna mix this in. You're gonna mix them. Just keep stirring.
It ain't on top.
Just keep on stirring. You're gonna stir these in.
Well.
Yeah, just go on and do it, Miss Lisa. That's what I'm trying to tell you. We'll learn you something today.
You can't teach an old dog new tricks.
And like I say, it's called for that box, and I cooked the whole box, but y'all see, this pot would be running over if you put all that in there. Now, I could put you a little bit more. This will make it a little bit easier. I thought I might need that much. That's how much I thought we might have needed to start with, and that's exactly what we're going to need, I think. That'll make it a little bit easier to mix. And I just want you to keep on mixing, Miss Cleveland. Like I say, this is just one of those recipes. This one pot comes together real quick, and like I told you, everybody that likes lasagna, this is a good one right here. This is easy. What you think? You want a little bit more? Or you think that's enough?
I think that's enough.
One more or no? I mean, you say. I mean,
you gonna put in there what you want.
No, I'm just saying. You think you can get one more in there? Is that enough?
I mean, yeah, you can get another one in there.
Okay, I'll put another piece in there then. I'm just saying, you stirring. You know what you can get mixed in there, because you got to do some more mixing here in a minute. So you like stirring, so I'm giving you something to stir today.
That's good. That's good right there.
Oh, this
got
keep stirring.
To be rebellious.
You are the pot stirrer, Miss Cleveland. Keep on stirring that pot. That's all I got to say about that. Is keep stirring the pot. But see, we got enough over here left. I mean, we could make another one if we wanted to. But what I want you to do is just mix that in, and just now that we just want all those noodles to just have a good coating, just like what you're doing. And what you was trying to do a while ago is, we'll just kind of get it flat here in just a minute, but we'll just let that kind of cook and do its thing just for a minute. Like I say, everything, the meat, you got the meat done. The pasta sauce was already cooked in advance. It's done. The lasagna noodles are done. Now, probably, to be honest, brothers and sisters, if I was going to cook this, I would probably use a little deeper pot, or maybe even do it in a pot if I was going to cook my noodles in it. Now, you could add a little bit more sauce, a little bit more liquid, put the dry noodles in there and let it cook for 10 minutes with the dry noodles, and they would be done. But this right here, I mean, it's almost ready to eat right now. But I just want to let you cut it on down to a little bit lower heat, Tina. Because what we're going to do now is once that's doing it right there now. But that thing, it's bubbling. That thing just trying to ooze. I got a spoon over here. I knew I had one. Let me make sure. Let me rinse it off right quick. I don't think I used it for anything else, but I want to make sure.
Pretty good.
It looks good. It looks like lasagna, don't it?
Yeah.
I don't know if it's going to taste like lasagna, but it looks like lasagna.
I bet it will.
And see, and the only other thing you got to have is this ricotta cheese. I mean, I should have went through the ingredients, but this is so simple. I mean, we just had ground beef. We had that Italian sausage that we added. We had the seasoning. We had the pasta sauce. I mean, you could put more basil. You can put more seasoning. And, you know, and I tell y'all a lot of times, and I'll look in here and see, I got one. This is the point right here. Seasoning-wise, you want to taste. You want to taste it? Mm-mm. You want to taste it? You want me to?
Too hot.
It ain't too hot. I'm going to cool it off. You can cool it off.
No, go ahead.
You don't want to taste it? You know, you want me to burn my mouth up. But see, right here's what you would want to test. Pretty good. You would want to test it out and see, you know, do you need a little more this, a little bit more of that? But I think it's pretty good right there where it's at to me, Miss Cleveland. Pretty simple. I mean, you doing it right. Mm-hmm. And Miss Cleveland says she can't cook. Well, see, look, see what you done already. Mm-hmm. All you had to do was put those few little old ingredients in there. Real hard, wasn't it?
Yeah.
All right, so what we're going to do now, I'm going to start just like this right here with this ricotta. What you think about this ricotta, Miss Cleveland?
I like ricotta.
You like ricotta? I do too. We're just gonna kind of spoon it in here, and we're gonna let you start pressing it down. When I get in here, we'll just kind of squish it down in there per se.
Do you use the whole thing?
Well, then again, it's one of the. It calls for, I think the recipe calls for 8 ounces, and this is 15 ounces. So this is, like I say, pot size. According to how much ricotta you want.
Flat spoon.
You want something flat. Like I say, pot size. This right here might work good. How about the back of that?
No.
You want what you want? Like a wooden?
Flat wooden spoon. Yeah.
I'm finna get upside your head.
That right there wasn't no different than this.
What?
That.
That got holes in it. It is different. It's a different color. Tell you, it ain't the same. Lord of mercy. So now you want me to do this?
Yeah.
Just keep pushing it, because we're gonna probably add a little bit. Just kind of pat it on down in there. You can, push it down in it.
Oh my God. Get on my nerves.
I'm getting on your nerves.
Get on my nerves.
Tina, you done got on my last good nerve. I ain't even got no good nerves left. You done got on them so bad. I'm just kidding. I love you. Let's see. I think that's enough. Put up with you this long.
Just go put that up.
Okay. But see, you just want to work that down, just like you got it right there. And what we're going to do, we're going to get ready to top this with some other cheese right here, and we're going to pop it in there. If you had some Parmesan, I don't know if I got any Parmesan left from anything I've been doing. I don't think I got any out. If you had some fresh Parmesan, you could put some on this.
So you don't stir this?
No, you just want to.
This is supposed to be on the top?
Yeah, well, it's just, it's just like another layer of cheese. I mean, you have kind of mixed it in there, really.
Yeah.
I mean, you could push that on down with that and then smooth it out. You could
That's
that.
what I'm saying.
Yeah, you could do that. And then,
yeah, that's what I want to do.
But just smooth it on out. Because just leave it right there just like, we're just going to top it with cheese. That's good. Miss Cleveland, that's good.
Do like you do.
I'm
going to do like you do. I'm going to do one more time.
One more again. It ain't one more time. It's one more again. One more again. All right. Y'all, we're going to top this. We got to go to break, but I want to get this popped in the oven so we can get it out when we come back. We're going to break here in just a minute. But see, we're going to let this right here just melt just for a minute right here. Now, let me say this. I told y'all a while ago that this is optional right here. This is real optional. If you don't want to bake this in the oven, I mean, you could plate it up just like this right here if you wanted to. I'm just saying you could. I don't think it'd be
good without that cheese.
I'm just saying.
I mean, I guess,
But you don't have to. I
guess according to how hungry you are.
Yeah, I mean, if it was hungry enough, I would eat it before I got to the cheese, right? But
yeah.
I know you would.
If I wanted to, I would. If I was hungry, we got to do it the right way.
Hungry. All right, let's just let that sit there just for a minute, and then we're going to pop this in the oven. Gonna pop it in the oven, and then we'll get it back out. And
on what, 350?
Well, actually, actually, we're gonna broil this.
I was gonna say, yeah.
We're gonna broil.
I did know that.
See, this is done. Like I told you, everything in here is already cooked. So I don't want to make a mess in the oven because we got a full pot, and we're not cooking it, so it's not going.
Can I turn this off?
Yeah, you can go ahead and cut that one off. We don't want it to be bubbling out everywhere. Now we got some oven cleaner. We ain't scared. We'll clean it up. But it's just kind of letting that sit there just for a minute. get these sides down, and we'll be ready to put this in the oven. Now, you was talking about baking it. Now, I mean, you could bake it a little bit if you wanted to, but like I said, everything is already done. It's all it needs is just to melt the cheese and actually brown it as much as you may want to. So, what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna go ahead and get the oven. It's already preheated, but I want to put it on broil because what I want to do is melt that on the top. So let me see if I can figure this thing out. All right, so we're gonna broil on high, and we're gonna start. So I talked you right through that, didn't I? Mm-hmm. So don't know about this big old match you got right here. What you got over here, girl? Taking care of me, ain't you?
I reckon.
Big enough. Now see, that's what I want to do. I want to make sure it was, it's cooking and bubbling through. So we're just gonna put that on broil and let that cook for a minute.
Better watch
it'll take it a minute. It's kind of one of those things. When it happens, it happens.
Yeah.
It's just it happens real fast.
The only other thing.
You said you like ricotta. You don't want to bite?
No.
Say no. Okay. How about this?
We got to make some bread.
Okay. All right. Well, you can make some bread. I got you. I got you covered. Look here. All we got to do is melt some butter.
All we got to do.
All we got to do. All we got to
All we got to do.
All you got to do is have these things. All we got to do is melt some butter, though. I've got some garlic powder. Y'all know us. We all about some garlic bread. Now, I didn't roast no garlic today, but you can use a little bit of seasoning. We got some dry seasoning. We got some fresh stuff. We can melt us some butter and put us some garlic powder on here, and we got some good bread to go with that. Now, you said you got to watch that. Is it done?
I don't know.
See,
that's your job.
Lord have mercy, Tina. Lord have mercy. It ain't done yet. But you know how it does. It'll do it all at once. Yep. It's like cooking bread or something. I'm gonna let it brown just for another minute, and then next thing you know,
the house is on fire.
No, Tina, the house ain't. Just the kitchen smoking. Don't say.
I'm saying it could happen.
Oh, Tina, you just Lord. Y'all. I don't know what I'm gonna do. No, I'm at a loss for words right now. The next thing you know, the house is on fire. No, Tina, we ain't burning the house. Y'all, we have so much fun. We laugh. This is. I think this is probably what's kept us together all these years. I mean, I've actually put up with you and laughed with you for almost 32 and 32. Yeah. Well,
you don't even know how many years it is.
It's almost going on 33.
Yeah.
Well, it had to be the laughter because it sure ain't the money.
Well, that's true.
It ain't the money.
You got that right.
I'm poor and you are.
That's the most honest thing I've heard all day.
But I'm rich in God's blessings.
That's
we're blessed beyond measure. God been so good to us. I say it all the time. He has blessed us over and over and over again. Happiness shouldn't be based on finances and what you got sitting in the garage what you live in. Ain't that the truth? Oh, Tina, he been good to us.
God's good. He's good to everybody.
We ain't ever lacked for nothing. He'll take you. I shared with the church. I said, if God don't hold our sins against us, why will we ever let our sins keep us from God? So y'all stay with us. Yep. We'll be right back here on the master table. We're gonna pull this out. We melting cheese. We'll be right back.
Well, all right, welcome back. We're going to see how this lazy lasagna has turned out. But first of all, let me give you a Bible verse for the day. It's hard to pick one. Therefore, 1 Thessalonians 5:11. Therefore, encourage one another and build one another up, just as you are doing. Oh Lord, I could talk a long time about this because it's so hard to build each other up. If you're at odds with someone, that's really when you're supposed to do it. Is when you're at odds with people. That's when, we say it all the time. When you're down in the valley or when things are going wrong, if you want God to bless you, praise Him in the storm. And that's what you got to do too. You pray for people, even though you may not get along with people, even though you don't see eye to eye on things. That's what we're called to do. And I was laying there thinking the other night that, if we pray for everybody that needs prayer, none of us would ever get up off the altar, ever, because everybody needs prayer. So many people need prayer.
That's right. That is exactly right.
Yeah,
You're exactly right
that's a good thought right there. That's a good thought right there.
When you can't do anything else, you can pray. All right, I just wanted to let y'all see it before we get out of here.
Ooh, it's bubbling.
I told you when it was going to do it. It was going to do it all at once. I mean, we sure enough went to break and come back, and it was ready. Let's set it right there, Miss Cleveland. There it is.
Yum.
A 1 skillet lasagna bake, or I don't even know if you'd call it a bake, really. I mean, just call it a one. Well, I just call it lazy because it.
Well,
I mean, you see, we done this, prepared this. We didn't use no TV magic or nothing. We cooked this and just pulled it out of the oven, and we done it in this one show time right here. So, you know,
yep,
20,
and that's
25
good.
minutes.
Yep. But we got to go right now.
See you next time, right here. Come
God
back,
bless
see us
you.
on the master's table.